Improving the quality of life for rural communities across the world. A recap of the recent electric co-op mission enhancing ag resources in Guatemala. In an effort to enhance ag resources overseas, congressional representatives, along with linemen from rural electric cooperatives, they all got together on a trip to Guatemala in early March to install electricity and water filtration systems. U.S. Representative Bill Johnson joins us now for a recap. Thanks for joining us. Wow, what a story of impeccable timing here. Give us some background on how the initiative came about and why you focused on Guatemala and how everything worked out.
Well, from my understanding, Krista, first of all, thanks for having me on today. This was an effort that the Ohio Rural Electric Co-ops participated in. They sent a team of 16 members down to Guatemala. I mean, these are folks that are skilled at putting electric lines into rural areas of our country, and so they offered their support to go down and help our friends in Guatemala do the same. And you may have found out about my involvement in that because that team, a little over a week ago, that team was stuck in Guatemala because all of their international flights and their airports had been closed down due to the coronavirus, and they could not get home. They were in Guatemala City, and they were stuck. It just so happens that I have a personal friend, an acquaintance, who a strong man of faith, who had been the previous ambassador from Guatemala to the United States. And I worked with him over about a 24-hour period to get the government officials in Guatemala to open that airport up so that our team could get home.
Wow.
So they're all safely back and a successful mission, and we're very proud of the work that they did.
It's beautiful. You talk about how your friend helped you out, a great man of faith. You talk about God's timing as well. You were able to get the lights on in this village before the crew left. Talk about what that means, especially at a time like this when people are being asked to stay indoors.
Well, you know, in the 20s and 30s, we had a real big problem with getting electricity into rural America. You know, I live in a region here in Appalachia along the Ohio River. We lived through that period. I didn't, but my parents and grandparents did. And I can tell you that today we struggle with the same kind of thing, the economies of scale making it difficult to get broadband access to rural America. And so I can only imagine how difficult it must be for communities that do not have electricity. We overcame that in the 20s and 30s. That's where the rural electric co-ops sprang from. And so if we can help our friends and allies that support the same values that America does, emulate our legacy with coming together with programs like the rural electric co-ops, I think we do the world a big favor, and I'm very proud of our team for having done so.
Ah, what a beautiful story. It's so great to be able to share a positive story like that, especially right now. Wonderful thing that you're doing. Congressman Bill Johnson, representing the 6th District of Ohio, thank you for joining us. Over 600 villagers, over 300 children now have electricity.